I'm pretty sure everyone has heard the song Cupid by 50/50, and ever since, the group has gone viral and become an undeniably global superstar overnight. And while most fans expected the group to go even further, things started falling apart, and now their newly earned stardom is in the brink of a fallout. And while that is bad enough, the group is facing lawsuit after lawsuit as they battle it out with their company in court. There are also rumors that outside influence is desperately causing havoc between the girls and their CEO. And at this point, fans are worried about their future. Do you want to know what exactly happened? Okay, cool. Let's get right into it. In order to better understand what's really going on with the group, it's best that we tackle how their company operated and how people in their agency affected their careers in general. You see, 50/50's debut didn't go well. In fact, their CEO, Jeon Hongjoon, had to literally give up almost everything he had in order to keep up with the girls' debut. In order to finance the group's album and promotion, the CEO had to sell tea, eat inexpensive meals, and even sell his car just to collect enough money. But Jeon Hongjoon is not the sole owner and CEO of ATTRAKT, since there are two more names you need to know. These people are Choi Sung-koo, who identifies himself as co-CEO, and SIAHN, who joined a little later as a producer. However, everything started after speculations about SIAHN's true role within the company were made, and fans started to dig deeper in order to determine if he was doing any good for the agency and the group in general. After investigating, fans found out that SIAHN actually identifies himself as CEO of ATTRAKT while serving as the chief producer. Aside from this, he is also CEO of The Givers, which is a company that collaborates with ATTRAKT on a contractual basis and co-manages the group as well. And since the Korea Times also officially identified him as co-CEO of ATTRAKT, I think it's safe to say that these three people are indeed the head of the agency and exercise authority one way or another. It's not a secret that among the three, SIAHN is the most experienced when it comes to the K-pop industry, but Jeon Hongjoon also has his fair share of experience when it comes to managing a group. In fact, he managed one of the most successful Korean singers and actors in 1990, Jo Kwan-woo and rapper Yoon Bae, who were undoubtedly very influential in the industry. On top of this, Hongjoon is also the one who discovered Bobby Kim, so I think we can all agree that he has what it takes to bring 50/50 to stardom. But still, it was SIAHN who played a very crucial role in why the group became popular in the first place and served as the biggest driving force behind the company. For instance, SIAHN emphasized how important it was for the members to learn English in order for them to reach out to a global audience. Most importantly, it was also SIAHN who was in charge of making the group's music and was the one who proposed the idea to make an English version of 50/50's Cupid, which catapulted the group to success. In case you don't know, he was able to secure a collaboration with Warner Music, which is one of the biggest projects for a rookie group like 50/50. Not to mention, this would not be possible without SIAHN's connections, given that the girls are from a small company and are pretty new to the industry. But mysteriously, the promotion suddenly stopped when the group was at the peak of its popularity and was even selected to become part of the soundtrack for the Barbie movie. Of course, fans started getting concerned because there was no proper reason as to why the company suddenly halted their promotions. While there was chaos in the fandom, the company tried to pacify them by releasing a statement saying that the group had to take a break because of a member's health issue. However, this was only the calm before the storm, because after details about what exactly was happening in the company got out to the media, fans started wondering if the statement was actually true or if there was something fishy going on. On June 23, ATTRAKT made a shocking statement hinting that there is an agency that is trying to cast the girls and spread very slanderous comments about ATTRAKT in order to successfully poach the group away from them. While the news was surprising to say the least, it's totally expected, since who doesn't want a group as talented as 50/50, right? Following the controversy, Jeon Hongjoon released another statement on June 25 saying that they would take legal action against these malicious external agencies. However, he didn't mention any names, so fans were led to assume who these agencies might be. It also led fans to wonder why ATTRAKT decided to make the issue public when they could actually solve it without much media attention. As a result, fans started to assume that the company was intentionally making an issue in order to gain attention. One fan wrote, "Can you silently settle this matter instead of talk openly? This only being noise marketing, not bring any good to member. They're still young, can you let them felt safe and can fully depend on you to bring out the best of them instead, while others wonder if the girls are getting mistreated by the company and ATTRAKT is making up stories to cover it up. But wait, there's more, because the following day, ATTRAKT revealed that the agency they are referring to is none other than Warner Music Korea. ATTRAKT also shared that they have solid evidence that will prove how Warner Music Korea tried to rob them of the 50-50 members, which is pretty serious accusation. Warner Music Korea responded that they have rights over the group because they have been the overseas distributor of the group since April 1, 2023. The music label also clarified that all they wanted was to further the group's career, and they were disappointed because of the sudden suspicion from ATTRAKT. As if this is bad enough, ATTRAKT's CEO announced yet another shocking development and revealed that they are filing a lawsuit against the CEO of The Givers, whom we mentioned earlier in the video. This is for allegedly buying the copyrights for the song Cupid without their permission. The problem is the CEO they're trying to sue is none other than Jeon, who was literally the person behind 50-50 and the song that went viral. On top of this, ATTRAKT also made very serious accusations against The Givers, which include breach of trust, obstruction of business, and even fraud. Now, what does this mean for 50-50 and their careers? Well, some fans believe that the group already left the company for good and went with Jeon and The Givers, which is why ATTRAKT is desperately trying to get them back by making up these stories and filing lawsuits against Jeon and his company. Because of this, fans started to side with The Givers, while others just wanted the best for the girls. One fan wrote, "I'm just hoping the girls can get out of their contract and move to a company that works with them and respects their personal lives," while another wished that this never happened, saying, "This shouldn't happen, not now when they girls are getting popular. This situation can take months to solve." There are also other fans who are thinking that Jeon is acting a little shady, saying that if he is really concerned for the girls, he should not have taken these very serious actions without informing ATTRAKT. Especially since he has very intensive experience in the industry, he undoubtedly knows how these lawsuits would take months, even years to resolve, and somehow getting back on track after this kind of feud is difficult, even for a group that went viral like 50-50. While fans are trying to make sense of this entire situation, 50-50 dropped yet another bombshell and revealed that they are more concerned about how ATTRAKT is treating them than this whole legal battle against The Givers. On June 28, the 4 members of the group filed a provisional injunction against ATTRAKT in order to suspend their contract with the company due to unpaid wages. The legal representatives for the group also revealed that the trial is still in process and that they tried to negotiate with ATTRAKT but to no avail, hence the lawsuit. They also mentioned how the lawsuit against SIAHN only damaged the group's image and that ATTRAKT violated the contract because they never listened to members' voices throughout the issue. In the end, the legal representative emphasized that the members made the decision collectively and independently and wanted ATTRAKT to stop damaging their reputation. Because of this, fans were concerned about the group's future because, as we all know, lawsuits like this can take years, and throughout the duration of the case, the members cannot promote their music or engage in any activities. At most, the girls will need to build their careers from scratch, which will not be easy unless they land themselves in a big company after things get settled. How about you? What are your thoughts about this issue? Let us know in the comments below.